Our first Deep Black Pearl 2026 Volkswagen Atlas Peak Edition has arrived, beautifully done with this deep black pearl paint, black, orange, and gray interior, second rows, captain's chairs, and more. Let's talk about this off-road friendly Atlas SE when it comes to this Peak Edition for 2026. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I know Halloween is over, right? But we have a 2026 Atlas SE Peak Edition in deep black pearl. Now, I make that Halloween joke because this spec is basically black and orange with gray inside. This is a very Halloweenish spec when it comes to the 2026 Peak Edition. Based on the SE trim level, this adds some off-road friendliness when it comes to tires, when it comes to overall plastic cladding and protecting the paint and the overall trailer hitch and everything going forward. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what we have here for the 2026 model year and see if you guys are gonna love it as much as I do. Now, big shout out to Volkswagen Brandon here in Florida for letting me take a spin around this Atlas SE Peak Edition. Now, we know that the holidays are here and we know that the economy, well, hasn't been too nice to us. So with that said, we want to support you guys for supporting us. When you use the coupon codes, either Ron's Rides or Ron's Rebate, shopping here at Volkswagen Brandon in Florida with your sales specialist or sales manager, they will give you $500 off your next Volkswagen Brandon vehicle. $500. Just for saying those coupon codes so they know that you guys watch the videos and support the channel. We want to support you guys right back. Now, when we talk about underneath the hood of the Peak Edition, well, we're looking at power coming from this turbocharged and intercooled 16 valve inline 4 with an iron block, aluminum head, and direct fuel injection. Now that means 269 horses and 273 pound-feet of torque paired with this 8-speed automatic 4-motion all-wheel drive setup. Now that's going to rocket you from 0 to 60 in around 7.3 seconds. You have a quarter-mile time in around 15.4 seconds, 0 to 100 miles per hour in 17.7 seconds, and you have a top speed limited to 117 miles per hour. And when we mention dimensions for the Peak Edition, well, we're looking at an overall wheelbase of 117.3 inches with a length at 200.7 inches. We have a width at 78.3 inches, and we have an overall height of around 70.4 inches with a curb weight of around 4,630 pounds. Now, when we talk about the Peak Edition, some may say, well, it's an appearance package. And, well, it is, but it's more than that. I feel like once you get to 18-inch wheels, bigger, meatier tires, once you get the plastic cladding on the bodywork to help protect the paint when those off-road adventures come up, when you talk about the trailer hitch with, 5,000 pounds of towing with 4-motion all-wheel drive, I feel like this is a little bit more than just an appearance package. And for 2026, well, we have standard now that we did have to option out before is our digital rear view mirror. So now we have that standard on this model when it comes to the Peak Edition. Now, when it comes to styling flair, well, we're gonna get some upgrades, as I mentioned, and this is based off of the Atlas SE. So you guys will see we have the whole setup in the front fascia like you would see in SE, right? We got a VW logo here, the light bar insert, all right, with feeding right into those LED lights, DRLs, the switchback turn indicators, high beams and low beams will have illuminated for you guys shortly. You also have the horizontal grille bars there as well, gloss black with the chrome trim going right into the VW logo, front and center. Functional feed through, of course. And then you guys will also see when it comes to our side blades here, all right, we have plastic inserts, aluminum trim here as well to match up with the plastic cladding down here, the integrated sensors, and then the aluminum trim when it comes to the lower half and the front lip. You also have a functional grille right here as well, all right, for the breathables, but keeping it simple, keeping it pretty standard when it comes to the front fascia of the Peak Edition. But let's talk about that side profile. So now the side profile is going to give us a little bit more when it comes to this flavor, and you'll see where I get the Halloween edition when I talk about that, especially once we get inside. So 18-inch wheels, as you guys can see, standard, and we have the cross-contact ATR tires. So of course, this is the Traction Plus. This is for off-roading. It looks good and it functions even better. Now you also see plastic cladding when it comes to the wheel wells and then down the side skirts with aluminum trim as well, again helping protect the paint. Now then we come up top because we get the Peak Edition moniker here, and that also is done with the mountains and that orange trim, again giving it a Halloweenish spec with the deep black pearl paint. And then deep black pearl when it comes to the mirror caps and the door handles with the plastic cladding over the window moldings, the B pillar and C pillar there with the black roof rails there. We do have the panoramic roof, so we have a glass roof up right there. Shark fin antenna done in gloss black. The deep black pearl when it comes to the spoiler, and then the side blades done in gloss black. This whole setup just looks absolutely stunning in this Peak Edition. What do you guys think when it comes to the overall side profile? I'm definitely liking this the most out of all angles. Now the rear profile, well, it tightens it all up and finishes off the spec strong. You guys will see we have the LED light bar when it comes to the third brake light right there in the spoiler. We have the LED light bar when it comes to the tail lamps going all the way across the length of the vehicle, looking beautiful with this IQ lighting. We have the Volkswagen badge right in front and center with the Atlas badging with the gloss black insert right here as well. All right, and then we have the 4Motion all-wheel drive setup because that's going to be detrimental to getting through the wilderness with the SE badging there, letting you guys know what trim we're working with. We also have the trailer hitch, all right, our tow hitch. So we can actually tow 5,000 pounds because we have 4Motion all-wheel drive. We have the reflector here, horizontally with the aluminum trim, with the integrated sensors, the Fox rear diffuser with the pattern and the Fox exhaust tips there as well, dual exhaust with the chrome trim. This just looks perfect when it comes to the rear of this SE Peak Edition. So let's talk about cargo when it comes to the Atlas SE, because we have a couple of different ways we can configure this. Now, what you see here are 3 rows. We do have captain's chairs, so we do have a nice kind of center feed through in a sense, right? Once we have the 50-50 fold-up seats for the third row folded down, so you can feed something straight through. We also have a cargo cover here when it comes to privacy and everything like that that goes all the way here and connects. Now, that's why the third row is folded down. Now, as configured, well, we're looking at 56 cubic feet of space, right? Because that second row is folded down. If we were to take the cargo cover off, which is easily removed just by taking that off, lifting it up, then you fold those seats up and you'll get what is this area of 21 cubic feet of space. Now, say this is not enough. You fold down those captain's chairs, then we're talking about 97 cubic feet of space. There's so much you can do back here, all right? So let's see how we have it set up, because first things first, you guys will see we have little side pockets with LED lights to illuminate those. All right, you'll see it on this side here as well, as we have a couple of things here stowed away. You guys will also see for the third row passengers, we do have HVAC vents in the C-pillar. We do have cup holders on this hand side, all right, with the driver's side, and then storage there with the USB-C plugins there as well. Now, the USB side with the stowage is only on this side, because this, we just have the cup holders and storage. We don't have that pocket there with the USB-C plugins. You also will see that we do have a 12-volt plug-in hidden right here behind the seat belt. And then we do have a false floor. Cargo mat here to help protect it, lift up. And you guys will see we have extra storage down here and tools to get us back on the road safely. With that said, you guys can configure this a few different ways. And then once you're done, one touch close and you're good to go. And when it comes to fuel economy, we're looking at 21, 19, 25. That's 21 combined seating highway, 19 for the city, 25 miles per gallon for the highway, and regular fuel can go inside of this Peak Edition. Now, of course, we have to show off the illumination of the Atlas SE Peak Edition in this deep black, because it looks awesome when it comes to the illuminated VW logo and then the LED light bar seamlessly flowing right into the DRL with the switchback turn indicators for the DRLs right here, bright white and amber, and the high beams and low beams with this IQ lighting looking absolutely brilliant in that cluster. Now you will also see the amber turn indicator right there in the mirror cap, and then you guys will also see the LED light bar with the IQ lighting in the rear, turn indicators there too, and then the LED going all the way across with the illuminated VW logo. That is a brilliant look when it comes to illumination on this Peak Edition. So now let's step inside the Peak Edition with 61 cubic feet of space, and it is one of the coolest interiors of the Atlas. Let's talk about it. Black, gray, and orange with all other kind of materials added in. Diamond pattern seats, perforation, the gray inserts, the orange stitching, it's all here looking absolutely phenomenal with that panoramic roof letting in all the natural sunlight. Look at how brilliant that is. Let's hop inside here, because we do have heated seats here, and you guys will see that the trim and the theme just goes all the way throughout. It is just a gorgeous spec. Let's talk about the door paneling here, letting you guys know a lot of what our spec is. We have the soft touch injection molded plastic, all right, with that checkered pattern for the bezel here, aluminum, kind of aluminum, like a darker aluminum trim when it comes to the door handle here. All right, you also see gray inserts on the door cards, preparation with stitching, and the solid touch as well, with the solid touch on the armrest and the orange stitching. We also have our controls for our windows, and we also have our mirror controls with our trunk release there, and then speaker grill there with extra storage there. Aluminum sill plate for the side sill with the dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal done in aluminum with the rubber grippies there as well. All right, now, flat bottom steering wheel, as you guys know, a 3-spoke design with the stitching all in the inners. And then, of course, the VW logo front and center with the 3rd spoke having our Peak Edition moniker there as well. We have a manual adjust when it comes to the steering wheel. All right. Slide that into place. We do have paddle shifters to the back, so they are always where they're supposed to be when they're mounted to the steering wheel. We have our lane keep here, or sorry, our driver assistance, shall I say, with our high beam light controls there. And then we also have our windshield washer nozzles there as well. Now with the steering wheel, you will see more driver assistance when it comes to your cruise control and your distance controls with the volume controls down there for your radio. You can change the radio stations here, heat your steering wheel up, voice controls, hands-free, or you have a digital instrument cluster here where you can press view and change the view a couple of different ways. And exclusive to the Peak Edition, you'll see something in just a moment right there. This view is exclusive to the Peak Edition. It looks really cool, right? There's also ways to change what's on the left-hand side. So let's do our operating temps. All right, let's change what's on the right-hand side too while we're at it. Let's do our compass. All right, we're gonna be off-roading, we need the compass. So we have all of that cool stuff at the touch of your fingertips. Customize it how you want. Now, when it comes to the overall dash, again, injection molded plastic there as well with the checkered pattern bezel here, and your kind of double stacked HVAC vents here with the gloss black and that darker kind of silver grayish trim. I want to say aluminum, but it's like a silver grayish trim. And then you have the gloss black insert there as well for the dash, and the Grigio soft touch, stitch, and perforation when it comes to that setup. You have your lights here when it comes to your low beam controls and your fog lamp controls, and you also have your max front and rear when it comes to that setup there as well on your HVAC. Come over across here, you will see your 12-inch screen when it comes to your infotainment. Touch screen, of course. You guys know this system very well. Very intuitive. Graphical user interface is wonderful and obviously very user-friendly, right? You can also have your heated seat controls here as well. We know we have dual zone climate controls. Well, speaking of climate controls, let's press that there, and you guys will get to the regular menu here. But we also have our climate controls right here as well. Whoops, I'm pressing audio, so sorry, here. So we can change our temperatures here, right? All right, but there's another different way that we can get to climate controls, and I'll show you guys that in just a moment. You also see your radio controls, as I was accidentally pressing there for your volume controls, and you can turn off the screen here as well. Going across, you guys will see the checker pattern here will hide our ambient lighting that says Peak Edition, illuminates in there for your ambient lighting, and then gloss black here as well with the Grigio insert, perforation when it comes to the overall center console there as well. And then you have the glove box here with the Benz style finish. Now you also see that down here for our HVAC, we do have dual zone HVAC with that aluminum trim, but we also have a paneling here that's going to do a couple of things. All right, things like our hazard buttons, which is pretty, to the point, right? But then we have climate. For your climate controls, I told you there was another way to get to it. Smart climate, classic climate, and air care, you have it all here when it comes to your climate controls. You also have your drive mode selector here between eco, comfort, sport, custom, off-road, and snow. Now your parking menu there for your assisted parking, you also have that as well, so you get your backup camera. And then you will also see driver assistance. We press that there, and we have our driver assistance controls there. We press that and get all of our driver assistance controls. All right, so we have that there as well. Now, this center console is really cool because it has an upper and lower. The upper, gloss black with aluminum trim. The sides, you also have the black finish, soft touch with the orange stitching. And then down below, check out that, tons of storage down on that second shelf. And then we're hiding a couple of things behind this gloss black door. We also have a wireless phone charging pad, extra storage, and USB-C plugins. We have our cup holders here, as you guys can see, with our key fob hidden in here, premium key fob, as you know from Volkswagen, VW logo, chrome surround with the remote start, panic, lock, trunk release, and unlock there as well. Physical key fob, just in case key fob battery dies, you have that as well. And then we have our start stop button for our engine start stop. We also have our gear selector between drive, neutral, reverse will bring up that backup camera, P up here for park, electric parking brake right here. Extra storage here with the big armrest, orange stitching, open that up, tons of storage, and then the USB-C plug in there as well. All right, now, I told you standard for 2026, we have the digital rearview mirror with home link attached. So you have your garage door openers there as well. That's automatic for the SE trim levels and up for the 2026 Atlas. Now you also see one-touch sliders for your glass and sunshade when it comes to your panoramic roof. Dome light, floodlight, SOS, all up top here with your visor. Huge visor, mirror, and light there as well on the driver and passenger side. I mean, come on, this is a cool Halloween spec inside and out when it comes to this Atlas SE Peak Edition in deep black pearl. Well, what are you guys thinking about this spec? Now, as you guys checked out with the trunk space, we do have captain's chairs, and we added that as an option. It's a bigger option, but it is worth it for the ingress and egress. Now, let's check out the second row when it comes to our Atlas SE Peak Edition because, well, the seating is going to reflect like up front. You're going to get that diamond pattern. You're going to get the perforation, orange stitching, gray inserts all throughout when it comes to this finish. And you get 53 cubic feet of space. Now, with that said, you also have the captain's chairs, which gives you kind of those airplane armrests here where you can adjust them, right? Really cool. And then you have the center feed through here, all right? Good for getting to the third row if you want to hop in and hop right back into the third row. Now, the third row, as you can see, it's, well, let's get back there. We can lift it up just a little bit and show you what the seat looks like. All right, so you get the same orange stitching, diamond pattern, everything like that, gray inserts, and it's a 50-50 split. This headrest also comes up as well. 39 cubic feet of space between your second and third row, so keep that in mind as well. Now you will also see once we hop inside, we do have stowage for the backrest here. All right, we do have stowage for the backrest on this side here as well. Then you also see HVAC vents, LCD screen for our HVAC there as well. And then we also have our USB-C plugins and 115 volt push. Now look up top, panoramic view, all right, letting in all that natural light. We do have LED dome lights on here, back here as well for your third row passengers, right here as well. And then the door paneling here will show off our manual sunshade. Put that up, good for privacy. You also have the same setup when it comes to that checkered bezel, aluminum when it comes to the door handle. You also have the Grigio insert there as well with the stitching and perforation. We have soft touch on the armrest, done with the orange stitching there as well. Extra storage, window controls, more storage down here. Your speaker grill here as well. It's not a bad spot inside of the Atlas SE Peak Edition, whether it's in the second or third row. So let's break down the sticker of the 2026 Atlas Peak Edition with deep black pearl paint, black leatherette with orange stitching for the interior, and an HP automatic with Tiptronic 4Motion all-wheel drive, starting life at $48,060. But after our additional options and our $1,475 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $51,428. Now, how do we get there? Well, keep in mind, our deep black pearl exterior paint and our black leatherette with orange stitching interior, that is free of charge. Now, we do have the second row dual captain's chairs package at $695 with the VW Care prepaid scheduled maintenance contract, $305. The Monster Mat set of 4 with the heavy duty trunk liner, $296. The Volkswagen logo front door puddle lights set of 2, $255. With also our privacy cover for the cargo area, $231. And our first aid kit and roadside assistance kit at $111. Everything else you see here comes standard on the Peak Edition when it comes to performance, exterior, interior, technology and convenience, and safety and driver assistance. Make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do what you guys need to do to see everything that comes standard here. Even check the full sticker breakdown and the sticker below when it comes to the description. When you guys check out Volkswagen brand's website link, like the warranty information at 4 years, 50,000 miles. What do you guys think when it comes to this Peak Edition? So at $51,428, what do you guys feel about this Halloween Spec Peak Edition? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, of course, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure you guys check the links down in the description below. Volkswagen brand's website link is there. Their phone number is there as well. You guys can check out their inventory, give them a call, use coupon codes, either Ron's Rides or Ron's Rebates. Get $500 off your next Volkswagen branded vehicle. And make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, all right, so you don't miss one video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.